Stop.
You threatened my kid.
Stop.
She's tired of everything, and she's trying to defend her mother. He got mad because I would not abort our son. He attacked my daughter. He said, "You don't know who your father is. Don't be an Instagram daddy when I'm a full-time mom." He called me, "Don't be like your mother."
She ended up picking up a chair, trying to hit me with it.
On November 16th, 2024, officers responded to a residence after a domestic dispute erupted during a child pickup involving a mother and the father of her 3-year-old son. The situation escalated inside the home following an argument over child support and medical insurance, leading to a heated verbal confrontation between the parents, family members intervening, and the mother picking up household objects while children were present.
Man, we got a good one today. It's the Super Bowl of the Righteous Fear. It's our birthday today. So y'all hang tight. Hit that like button. Watch it to the end because I got a treat for y'all at the end of that. Let's go.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
You doing okay?
Okay. Should I get
I'm gonna talk to them first because they're by the car. I'm gonna talk to you second. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. If you want to just hang out over there, I'll come talk to you in a second.
But he's a girl too, so he can come on over here. Here, Sanaa, mommy got this.
Not fair.
He's not
Like a villain, just get away with this.
I know.
He don't know.
Tell me.
He don't know.
Hey, stop.
I can't do this.
I'm gonna come talk to you in a second. Stop.
You threatened my kid.
Stop. Go. Can you go and talk for a second? I'll talk.
It's crazy. I want y'all to notice how you got the generation of women all attacking this one man. It's only one man in this picture here, and it's just everybody else just women. And that I want y'all to remember that for when we get to the end of the video and the treat that I got for y'all, because we're gonna talk about it today, y'all. Salute.
You next.
Darn, Terrell, go in the house.
But I already told
Let's get this thing under control, Terrell. Go in the house.
Stop yelling. Sir, I'm gonna talk to you in just a second. Just go in the house for me, okay? Tell me what happened, please. Tell me what
my
happened.
kid.
So basically, sorry.
Called about my kid.
Sir, can you step inside for me, please? Thank you.
Officer Leggett. Is
Okay.
it legit?
It's Liggett.
Liggett. Excuse me, Officer Liggett.
Okay.
Sanaa, she's a minor. I want
Okay.
her to get in the car. This is my daughter. Do you mind if she gets in the car? Or you want her to
Were
get in
you
the car?
here for what happened?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to her too, though. So if
Okay,
you want
that's
to do
fine.
that, both that right now, or if she wants to sit in the car and I'll talk to her in the car.
That's fine. We can. Okay. I'm just trying to keep her calm.
Okay.
Because she's a kid.
You good? You good out here? Or do you want to sit down? Okay.
Don't let him get away with this.
I know.
You gotta tell me what happened. Okay.
Listen, she's a very
Here, we're
girl,
gonna face this
but
way so I
she's
can
quiet.
see everybody.
So when she finally snapped, she snapped.
Okay.
And she's tired of it. Okay. This is a 17-year-old. She's tired of everything. And she's trying to defend me, her mother.
Okay.
That gentleman, he's not even a man, but that person with the
Stop. Come on, guys.
You're making this worse. Listen, you are an honor student. You have scholarship. You understand? I'm about to mess up your scholarship. So at the end of the day, me and this gentleman have a child together. Okay. He's not been in the child's life. The only time he tries to see our son is if we both live in Atlanta. He comes down to Columbus every 2 to 3 months to see him. I asked him on November 1st, can you please put our son on insurance like the court order, the child support court order is supposed to be.
Okay.
I never got a response. I saw him. I walked in. First of all, when I dropped our son off, I didn't know he was going to be here. I came back. Mr. Dupree, which is my son's grandfather, answered the door. I said, I don't want to come in because I'm angry. I just want my son.
How old is your son?
He's 3.
He's in the car. Okay. So you share what's his name?
His name is Titan. I have
Okay. So you share
His
Titan with
father-
him. Okay.
His father's not even on the birth certificate. He has no rights, no anything. He just pays child support.
Okay.
He's a deadbeat father. If you
Okay. All right,
had a deadbeat
so
father,
No, she said he have no rights. He just paid child support. You can't make this shit up. And then went right into he's a deadbeat father. You can't make this shit up, man. I'll show you a deadbeat, man. You know what's funny? Because a deadbeat, you can't even see. You ain't got access to a deadbeat father. The only fathers y'all be having access to are the fathers that y'all be running through the ringer. The fathers that be trying to do good. Those are the fathers that get it the worst. Cause the real deadbeats, they ain't got access to the real deadbeats. They can't just drop their kid off at their deadbeat dad's mom's house. You know what I mean? They can't do that to a deadbeat, a real deadbeat. But it's funny, y'all. Hit that like button and salute to the squad, yo. I appreciate y'all. A1, TBK, Miss Tina, MRP salute.
The picture,
Come on.
it'll be him.
Okay.
So I came to get
it's
tight.
not about. So whose house is this?
It's not my house.
No one's leaving anywhere right now. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on first. Okay, so nobody's leaving. Okay.
Okay, can I finish?
Yeah, continue.
Thank
But
you.
like I said, when you say stuff like that loud, it's provoking. So it's gonna
Say
happen.
what?
I'm saying when you're talking about how he's a dead.
He
When you
is.
say, I understand that's how
Very
you feel, but when you say it loud like that, he's gonna come out and we gotta start all over. I gotta get my
I
mind back.
understand.
I'm trying to listen to you and what
I
happened.
understand.
Okay.
And I respect you as an officer of the law.
Okay, so let's continue. So
I'm
you
a
come here to pick up the child
I'm just gonna stick
or
on
drop
facts.
off the child.
Okay. I have a very good relationship with my son's grandparents, which
Okay.
is his dad.
Okay.
Very good relationship. So I was dropping Titan off. I saw my son's father car here. I got upset because I know when he does not do for our son. No birthday, no happy birthday, no Christmas, no visitation. We live 25 minutes from each other in Atlanta. No nothing.
Okay.
The only time he sees Titan is if he's here at his parents' house. He'll come down to his parents' house to see Titan. And it upset me because as a single mother, I try to do the best I can. And for him to play in my face and Titan's face, like, oh, I don't have to see Titan on the regular. I could just see him when he's at my parents' house. That's not real fatherhood. On November 1st, sir, I have the text message to prove. I sent him, we have a child support order from 2022 where he's supposed to be on Titan. Titan's supposed to be on his health insurance. In 2 years, he's not done that. I sent him a message on November 1st. Hey, can you put Titan on your health insurance? My son has to get 2 put back in his ears. Those are $1,000 a piece. You don't want to be in his life, at least put him on your insurance. Like,
Okay. So that's why you're upset. That's why you told him you don't want to go into the house, correct?
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
So what
I said,
happens
Mr.
after
Dupree,
that?
I said, I don't want to come in the house. I'm upset. Let me just stand right here.
Okay.
Then Mr. Dupree said, okay, he called his wife, Miss Juanita. Her and I are close. I
Are
said,
you Miss Juanita?
no, this is
Okay.
my mom.
I'm sorry about that. Okay.
I stepped into the restaurant and then I stopped.
Mhm.
I saw his father sitting there. I went up to him. I said, hey, Terrell, did you get my message about putting Titan on your insurance?
Okay.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And sir, I have to tell you, when somebody that does their best for their kids, for you to completely disregard me when I'm asking you, hey, can you just put him on your insurance? That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's why he was born. You didn't even want to claim him. He told me the reason I have Titan and the reason all of this started is because when I got pregnant, he said, getting a. And I said, no.
Boom, ma'am. So now he told you what he told you. That's messed up. I'm not one to condone that, but he told you what he told you, and you proceeded to proceed how you wanted to proceed. You see how we all get choices and decisions, and he kept it real with you, ma'am. Say what you want, but we know that your feelings and emotions don't be set up to handle the truth, and y'all big head, your little meathead gonna do what you want to do anyway. So let's proceed to now it's his fault. When he told you what he told you, he told you what he told you, man.
I don't believe in that. His life deserved to change. He got mad because I would not abort our son.
But are you guys talking about that today, or is that just why you guys have some kind
No,
of
this
animosity?
is why we have all this animosity.
Okay,
But for
okay.
today, sticking to the facts of today, I asked him, hey, did you get my message about putting Titan on your insurance? That's right. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
And that's what set the argument off. In our argument, he attacked my daughter. He said, you don't know who your father is. That's why your granddaddy missing a leg and is crippled. All kinds of stuff to a 17-year-old child. Who says that? And as a mom, I'm going to defend my kids. I love Mr. and Miss Dupree, but at the same time, sir, our son is 3. He abandoned me when I was 6 weeks pregnant. No, nothing. I'm at my point where I'm tired and I'm fed up.
Ma'am, he abandoned you as soon as you told him you was pregnant. That's when he abandoned you. When he told you what he told you, ma'am.
And when I asked you nicely about insurance, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That was it. You can ask me to prove. I've always been respectful coming to the house. I've always been nice. I've always been gentle. But at what point do I get sick and tired of being sick and tired? And you spit in my face and you're insulting our son. You didn't want him, okay, but don't insult him. Don't insult my child. I've never insulted his other kids. He's off limits.
So you were with her when you guys came over here. You guys came together. Okay. Okay.
Can I turn my car off?
Yeah, go ahead.
So from my point of view, because I was in the car the whole time. So my mother.
Well, hang on. She's not done with her side yet. Okay, we'll get your side next. What happened after that? After he insulted your daughter and your son?
I know he's crying. I'm trying to get him out because he's crying.
Officer Wood, can you go in that back and talk to the other party? I told him just to hang on a second. Charles back there. You want to take it back? Thank you, sir. So what happened after that?
And so he and I began a verbal confrontation.
Okay.
Because I said, I'm tired of this. That's the only time you see our son is every 3 months when you come visit your parents. We live 20 minutes apart. Be a good dad. Like you haven't done you've done nothing but child support, what the law requires.
Mm-hmm.
Like care about our son. And that's where it escalated.
What do you mean by that?
It escalated. He stood up. He put his finger in my face.
Mm-hmm.
He postured to me like he was going to hit me. And I'm a female. I told him, I said, I know you're not a man, but at least I thought you had some sense not to put your finger in my face.
Did he touch you with it or put it in your face,
No,
like
he just
pointing?
Yeah,
okay.
And I said, get your finger on my face. And that's how it started to escalate.
Okay.
Because what you're not going to do, you don't want to take care of our son. That's when you and God, I hate it. It pissed me off, but you're not going to put your finger in my face. And then that's where it escalated to where both of us had to be restrained. And so my daughter saw me coming out. She saw me upset. She came in. Him and her started going at it. He starts trying to talk about a kid. This man is 41. We're both 41.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time have I ever talked about his other kids, his parents. I haven't even bought his other kids Christmas gifts. Like, kids are off limits. And sir, as a mom, that set me off even more. Because not only have you insulted one of my children, you've insulted me. Now you insulted a 17-year-old talking about you don't even know who your daddy is. Your mama made you a bastard. Who said it to a 17-year-old?
This is after you came out, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get to the car.
Okay.
And then when they got her and his sperm donor started talking, that's what he said to the kid.
And is that in the house that they're talking?
Yes.
And you're coming outside?
I was coming outside and she saw me.
Okay.
My daughter saw me. And I said, I'm waiting to get tight and stuff. She saw me coming out. And she came in and they started fussing and arguing. And that's when he started insulting her. And that's why I said, when I stepped in, when I came up in this driveway, I said, you know what? Let me just get my son. Because I don't mind his dad seeing him. But if you're going to be a father, be consistent. Because the worst thing you can do for a child is see them every 3 months. Then go to no birthdays, no Christmas, no anything. Don't be an Instagram daddy when I'm a full-time mom.
Question. After the initial physical, altercation, did it get physical again? Was it?
Not really. I think his parents were just trying to hold us back.
Hold y'all back? Okay.
Yeah, trying to hold us.
And when
we did kind of get physical. In the back. Yeah, he did. But you know what?
So when we say get physical, was it like pushing, wrestling,
pushing,
or punching?
got fingers in the face. No punching.
No
Just
punching.
pushing, fingers in the face. He did push me. He did. That's what I'm saying. After everything, and not one time have I put him on blast on social media. Not one time have I done anything to harm this man. All I'm saying is, even if us being parents was not what you wanted, respect the fact that I'm not about to have no. I didn't want to abort the child. All of this is because I would not do what he wanted.
Young ladies, I know I got some of y'all young ladies that watch Mr. Goodbread. I know y'all probably don't watch me around your mama, but y'all watch me. This is why it's important to always require that the dude cover it up until you really, really, really know him and you see him in different phases of life. It's very important, young ladies. I got 2 daughters, so and they not pregnant by accident. So I would never tell you anything wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to pick on you.
I have no. So here's the deal. Like I told him, he said, that's you acting funny. And I said, acting funny? The last time I saw this man, sir, was in March. I had dental surgery in March.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say anything to him. I went on about my business. But when I'm trying and I'm asking you about just putting our son on the insurance, after everything, the least you can do is just say, okay, Tiffany, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
But to get ugly with me after everything, so I'm calm. What pushed me was when he started to attack my daughter. You don't say to a kid, your mom made you bad. You don't be like that. Like, come on. And I've never insulted. Have I ever insulted Mr. Dupree? Your grandkid?
So did you want to start
He
from
even
what you
said,
saw?
my father, he said, that's why your dad ain't got no leg. My father is just in a hospital, almost lost his leg. The fact that he talked about my father, that's a diabetic, that's a veteran, that's a diabetic, that's struggling with his health just because you mad at me. Mr. Dupree, have I ever insulted you?
No.
Have I ever insulted your wife?
And I kind of feel for this lady, even though she's an idiot, But again, y'all, we raised wrong, yo. The way we date, the way we are to each other in relationships, we that way because we don't know no better. And we don't try to go get the knowledge that we need to fix ourselves so that we can be better. You know what I mean? A certain part of me feel for this lady because she look wholesome. She look wholesome as hell. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But again, this is why I want to highlight, and I always highlight the hell of a mothers who raising boys and girls. Because a lot of the girls end up with the boys that's raised by the women that we highlight over here. But y'all get mad when we highlight those women, forgetting that those women are mothers and they raise the boys that you end up going with that break your little heart. A certain side of me feels sorry for the lady right here, but she lying like a motherfucker too. What part are you going to tell? What part are you leaving out? Because they love to tell us what was said that hurt their feelings. But I tell y'all all the time, if he did not put his hands on you, ma'am, you do not have the right to physically touch somebody just because your feelings is hurt. So come on now, ma'am. Let's get to the butter now.
No,
Have I ever insulted anybody in your family?
you have not.
I hear you. Let's hear what did you see happen?
Okay, so hi, I'm Sinai. Basically, I was in the car with my mom, and my mom was like, "Don't get out, Sinai." She said, "Don't get out." And so she went inside to get his stuff and to come back. And so I'm on my phone, and I see my mom talking to his mother, Miss Juanita. So I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?"
Where's Miss Juanita?
She's in the back.
Okay,
With
all right,
the
I'll
other
talk to her
officer.
next. Okay.
Can I put my shoes on, sir?
Okay.
Wait, where are they?
They're just in the car.
Okay,
They in the
go
car.
ahead.
So I see my mom talking to Miss Juanita, and my mom was kind of like, saying that. I couldn't hear it really because I was in the car, but I can see her like visibly mad. So I'm like, what's going on? Mind you, my mom's a single parent. I don't really know my father. I know who he is. I know what he looks like.
That's the second time we done heard the highlight and the glorification of single mother. My mom a single mother. The mother started out with it because I'm a single mother. And what does that got to do with anything? And you see how they put the kid they put these kids in grown folks' business, boy. But let the dad tell the kid how much child support he pay, and they'll be all, oh, you putting the kid in the business and this and that. But look how they put these kids in the business, yo.
Don't know him. So she comes out. She's just right there. I'm like, what's going on? So I walk out, and she said, get tidy stuff. Miss Juanita said, get tidy stuff. My brothers. I'm like, okay, cool. It's on the table. I went to go to the table. I see his father cussing at my mother and calling her. I'm like, wait a minute, who are you talking to? And he started talking about me. Mm-hmm. All I'm hearing is just just to get his stuff. I just came here to get my brother's stuff. And then he comes at me, yelling at my mother. So I'm like, who are you talking to? So we go back and forth. He called me don't be like your mother. I'm 17. I don't even know you for real. And I've been nice to everybody. I'm nice to everybody. So why are you attacking me? So he called me and we go back and forth. And so his parents try to grab me so I can stop talking to him. And he's like, oh, you better go before I get my daughter. His daughter's like 18, 19. I'm nice to everybody. So what's she going to do to me? What did I do to you? So he's like, I'm going to get my daughter in you. I'm going to get my daughter in you. He was a and I call him back because you're insulting me for no reason. Yeah. So he told me his parents try to grab me, so my clothes are broken, and they grab me, and I'm still mad, upset because you're attacking my mother. Nobody has my mother's side but me. So he's attacking my mother verbally. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna attack you too. And so we start arguing. Everybody try to pull us back, and so we arguing. Okay, we go back to the back area by the kitchen door. So we're outside, and he's still calling me names. He calling me. Don't be like your mother. That's why your clothes are broken. Because you can kind of see my bra, whatever. Okay. And he was like, oh, that's why your clothes are like this. Don't be a hug. Like all that extra stuff. And I'm like, did you get a vasectomy? Okay. But that's beside the point. So we're just outside, and he just arguing with me. And then we came out here, and they called the police.
So what happened when you got outside? So you guys go outside. He's still going back and forth.
Yeah, he's still going back and forth. And he's like, don't make me get my daughter, and she's gonna beat your ass. I'm sorry for cussing.
No, you're right.
He's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. You're gonna beat your daughter's gonna beat my ass.
How you gonna call a teenager try to fight another teenager? Like,
But
Yeah.
mind you,
41.
she's grown. His daughter is grown. I'm still in high school. I'm a senior in high school. So why are you trying to jump me? Because you were touching my mother first. My mother came in to get my brother's things and go out. But no, instead he starts cussing at my mother, and nobody's on her side but me. I'm in the car, so I'm going to jump in and try to stop it. But he's cussing at my mother, so I get in, and that's when my clothes are broken and everything. They try to pull me away, but I'm still going at it and going at it.
So, question: when his parents were grabbing you, they're the only ones that touched you, right? He never touched you,
but
and
he
you
was
never.
like, sorry, he was like,
Yeah.
He did, but
Pointing in
that's
your
what I'm saying.
face.
He put his finger in like it was
Did you
confrontational.
touch him at all?
No, but he was
Okay.
like,
Facts,
if you touch
TC.
me, I'm gonna push you all the way back to the other house.
Yeah, yeah, he said
Like,
he's
why
gonna
you
drop
do
me.
that?
But here's the deal, though. Just because we tried to practice peace and I've tried to practice peace doesn't mean I'm not skilled at the art of war. There's only so much a woman can take. There's only so much I can take as a single parent.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, know what it is, TC? Because you absolutely right with your last comment that you made. But you know what it is? When we go to our chart, and I don't got the chart with me today, you'll see that ain't no red sections in this video today. Normally, we'll have a bunch of red sections out here. These are the yellow sections, so they're very manipulative. They ain't as peaceful as they pretend, but they very manipulative, and they like to twist narratives, and they like to play real victims. See, now the red section ain't got time to play the victim. They the aggressor, and they know they the aggressor. So that's the difference here today, guys. Peep game though.
If I'm trying to communicate, and I said, if you don't want to be in our son's life, at least get him on your insurance. Our son's birthday is May 24th. You think he called him? I had to tell him our son's whole name. He didn't even know our son's whole name. The least you can do is say, okay, I'll put him on our insurance. Yeah, I'm a deadbeat. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, but at least I'll put my son on our son on your insurance. Ask him what doctor's appointment he's been with our son. Ask him my son's whole name, see if he even knows. I'm a full-time single parent, and I hold it down.
I hear y'all. Let me talk to my partner for a second. Then I'm gonna come back and get some of your guys' information. Okay.
That's fine.
You got an ID on you,
I
license?
absolutely do.
You could go ahead and grab that. Well, and then I'll come up and get it for you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, no problem.
All right. Hey, sir. I apologize about that. I was just trying to keep the peace out there. Okay. I sent my partner back to talk to you as soon as you could. If you could. I'm going to be taking the primary on this investigation. If you could re-give your statements to me, please. Yeah, just kind of start from the beginning. I know it's kind of.
All right, she came and dropped off my son.
Okay.
Say maybe 10, 15 minutes later, she came back to pick him up.
Was this prearranged or no?
No, she was. We was keeping the baby tonight, so she had dropped him off to us, and he was downstairs asleep. She didn't see him, but she saw his car outside, so she knew he was here.
Okay.
The next thing I know, she dropped the baby off. About 10 minutes later, she came back, said she come to get Titan. And I said, oh, okay. And Terrell was sitting down there in the den, and she started talking to him, fussing at him about some insurance on the baby.
Okay.
And it went from there. You couldn't stop him.
Were you asleep when she came down?
He was asleep the first time. He had woke up.
Want me to walk you through it again?
Yeah, walk me through it again.
I'm gonna take him in the house, man.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta do it twice.
I was sitting here. I was sitting in this chair, and she came like right here. When she started fussing, I already knew where it was going. So I was finna try to. That's why I said I'm finna go.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't get by because where she was
standing. Okay.
If I would have came by, then it could have been said that I hit her. It could have been said that she hit me, whatever. So I ended up sitting back down.
Did you tell her you were trying to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, man, I'm finna go.
Did she say anything or no?
Nah, you gonna listen to what I got to say, blah, 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 blah. So I ain't finna listen to this. You know what I mean? So then all hell broke loose, fussing. So my parents asked her to leave.
When you say all hell broke loose, arguing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fussing. Arguing, yeah. So my mama was trying to get her to leave. She wouldn't leave. We ended up over here. When I think my mama might have had her here, this area. So I was trying to get by. To get out. And in some kind of way they ended up, I guess my mama ended up getting up to the stairs and up the stairs.
Okay.
And that's when her daughter came running in.
This is your front door right here, right?
The front door was there. So her daughter came in. My parents ended up trying to wrestle them, and they older. You know what I mean? Trying to wrestle them out the house. They wouldn't leave. They fussing and fighting. Not fighting physically, but a bunch of fussing. She ended up picking up a chair, trying to hit me with it. She
picked up a chair?
Yeah.
Where was the chair at?
Upstairs.
And you said she picked up a bat. Is the bat upstairs too?
Yeah.
Did anything else happen in here?
No, we was upstairs.
Okay.
So at this point, my parents, they kind of like, my mama's kind of down on the steps, trying to keep her,
TC, that ain't so peaceful, right? You see, this the yellow section. They real manipulative, yo. Real manipulative. Now when you hear the story, it ain't so peaceful.
I mean, from coming down where I was at, her daughter came in, the mama ended up picking up this chair and trying to hit me with it. And then it was a baseball bat right there.
Did she swing it?
Yeah, she tried, and my dad caught her. He caught the chair and he caught the bat.
Okay. He said your chain broke off. Is this the chain?
Yeah,
Is it broken?
Yeah, it's broken.
Okay. When did that happen? Was that during this?
Yeah, somewhere
in there.
Yeah.
Did she push you at any point?
I know my parents was in between us.
Okay.
So
Other than swinging this and swinging that, did she punch you at any point? So did she ever make physical contact with you? She just swung the chair, swung the bat.
She did, I don't remember.
Okay. Have you guys ever lived together?
Nope.
You share one child together, right?
Yeah.
Where was that child during this?
He was all in the mix of it.
All in the mix of it?
Yeah. So I had that's his brother, my son. I had my son try to stay downstairs with him, but
Okay.
you know, he crying. So
Yeah. Was your son in the mix of it as well?
yeah, he was more so downstairs.
Okay.
Trying to stay.
So he was trying to stay to himself, but the younger one, what's his name again?
Tight.
Titan's the one that you share with her.
Yeah.
Titan was in the middle of it. Okay. This is Titan?
Yep.
Okay. How much you value this chain at?
I probably paid about $100 for it.
Was the daughter ever physical with anybody, or was she just kind of
She was
just
trying to hold her back.
holding her back?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to talk to your mom out here. Do you want the kids in here with you while I do that? I see you trying, or are they fine?
They're fine.
Okay. When you guys were together for most of it, you could give it at the same time if you want to tell me just kind of what happened.
Well, she dropped my grandson off early, and she
Mhm.
left. And she came back. She said she wanted to pick her son up. So I said, okay, that's okay. So I told my wife, she was in another room. I said, hey, she's here to pick her son up. Then she walked over to Terrell. He was sitting on the couch. She walked to Terrell, asked him about help with medical. And Terrell made a statement like, I don't have to help with the medical, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And that's when it all, the yelling started.
The yelling. Okay.
Yelling. And so I'm between both of them, trying to keep them separated. And like they wanted to really touch each other, but they never got a chance to.
Yeah.
Because my wife was in between them and I was in between them. And we had asked her, just leave. Told Terrell, go back in the room. Tiffany, you and your daughter, y'all just leave. So Terrell went back in the room. They kept on talking. Then Terrell come back out of the room.
Yeah.
And he started yelling again. So by that time we had pushed her out the back door.
Did she pick up the chair at any point?
She did pick a chair up.
And did she pick up the baseball bat too?
Put the chair down. She put the chair down. She did pick up a baseball bat, and I grabbed a baseball bat from her.
It didn't hurt you or anything, did it?
No.
Okay. You just took it out of her
They
hands.
took it out of her hand.
Okay.
There wasn't really there was a lot of pointing going on.
Yeah.
But really for physical contact,
Not much. No, nothing.
just a lot of
A lot of
finger pointing and yelling and all that.
Okay. The other girl, was she here as well or no? The older one.
Oh
that's
no,
out there.
she just came.
She just came. Okay. I'll just get her stuff. What's your name, sweetie?
Juanita.
Is all of his statements basically the same as yours?
Yeah.
Is there anything you wanted to add or anything you disagree with that he said?
Now, man, listen, y'all know me, Mr. Goodbrad. I'm super woke. I'm so woke, I ain't go to sleep in 3 days type shit. And I said she almost had me because of the believe the woman joint. The woman is always right in our community for some weird reason, right? It's like programmed in us. It's a simp chip in all of us to just take her word for it, yo. And this one had a good old story too. Almost had me, yo. We gonna talk about it, y'all. Continue to watch, yo. We got a good old show today. Hit that like button.
Okay.
And that other lady, that's her mother.
That's her mother.
I
Okay.
called her mother to come and get her.
Okay. Whose house is this?
My house.
Your house. So you live here. Your husband lives here. Does your son live here?
Now, my son was here visiting.
Was here visiting.
Mhm.
Okay. She has never lived here, right?
No.
Okay. I think that's all I need from you. Thank you. Did you ever see her take off that jacket that she had on?
Her sweat
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When was that and in what context?
out here.
Out here.
She took it off in the kitchen because I was trying to hold her
Mm-hmm.
from getting to him. So she pull it off
To get loose from you.
To try to
Okay.
get it loose.
Okay. Thank you. Tiffany, at any point did you pick up a chair when you were in there?
Oh yeah, I did, and that was the point when he told my 17-year-old she's a bastard and her father doesn't love her. And her.
Okay.
Yeah, at that point I did.
Why did you pick up the chair?
I picked it because I was about to throw it at him for talking to a 17-year-old that way. And who crushes a child like yes, my daughter has a strained relationship with father, but who says a 17-year-old? Your dad left, you a bastard. Your mama made you like. Who said it to a
I
kid?
took a chair from her, so
Yeah. Did you pick up a baseball bat as well?
Oh, yep, that too. Because he kept talking about my 17-year-old child. And then he talked about my father who's diabetic.
Okay. Did they tell you to leave?
Yeah.
Did he tell you to leave as well?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you leave?
Once he stood up, because he was sitting down on the computer,
Mm-hmm.
I was standing up. And when I mentioned to him, well, why not just put him on your insurance? And he stood up, and he started coming at me, and then he put his finger in my face.
Okay.
At that
Ma'am, you still trying to lie, ma'am. Why you never mentioned the bat and the chair in your story? You told us mad stuff, ma'am. It's this video 17 minutes, and you told us at least 12 minutes of your story, ma'am. And nowhere in the 12 minutes did you mention you picking up a bat or a chair, ma'am. Come on now, come on.
point, it was no longer about the insurance. At that point, you put your finger, you're posturing to me like you're gonna hit me. So if you're gonna hit me, if you put your finger in my face, and he did push me. So if you want to do all that, I don't fight men, but you're not a man, so let's fight.
Okay. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. You're gonna be arrested for family violence, simple assault, and criminal trespass. Okay.
Okay.
I want to explain those to you once we get in the car. Do you have anything in your pockets I need to know about?
Can I tell him where my keys are?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are over there.
She been arrested. Nobody was.
Welcome to the righteous.
I'll
Sphere.
explain again once I get her into
We
the car. Okay? I'll
separate
come back and I'll
the
explain it to
gray
everybody.
areas
What it
over
is
here.
it falls under family
We don't
violence.
do the
Okay.
lying
So the state of
like those
Georgia,
other
if we find a
places.
primary aggressor to the
No, no.
altercation in a domestic
We don't
violence
do no
case, which
fucking
this
lying
is,
over
an
here.
arrest has to be made.
You're gonna get the
okay.
truth.
He stood up at me first, and he postured like he was gonna hit me first. That's what I'm saying.
The main thing is you were told to leave. You're in their house. Okay. That's where the criminal trespass came in. If you would have left, none of this would have happened. Okay. The simple assault is from you picking up the chair and picking up the baseball bat. Okay.
Hold on, gentlemen. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all not do this in front of my child? Listen, I have a very clean record. I'm a therapist. I don't want my child to see this. Okay?
Your young one?
No, my 17-year-old. Please.
Well, she's already here, man.
I know, but can she at least walk to the back? I'm all she has.
You can tell.
It's sad though, you ain't have no problem putting your 17-year-old in grown folks' business when you thought that you could use your 17-year-old to make your story look like it was real. You ain't have no problem then. Now, all of a sudden, you don't want your 17-year-old to see the consequences of that bullshit of lying. And this the consequences of gassing it and skipping information, withholding information, ma'am. And you don't want her to see that. You don't want to come on, get out of here.
To walk to the back. We're not going to uncuff you. That's
I'm
not what you're
fine.
asking.
No.
Go ahead.
Is there any way charges can get dropped?
It's possible.
Okay.
I don't believe he's going to be able to drop the charges, though. But they can be dropped by the state when it comes as family violence because you two share children. That's what makes it family violence, okay?
Yes, sir.
If a primary aggressor can be determined in that state, an arrest has to be made. And that's state law against me.
I just want to make this arrangement.
How long was she been in jail for?
Can
Since she said my house, I have no say so.
It's up to the state. By law, I have to make this arrest. I cannot not make an arrest because I determined a primary aggressor. Okay. So if he said right now, I don't want to press charges, if every single person said they didn't want to press charges, which has happened, it's up to us and the state because we're state representatives. But by law, I cannot not make this arrest.
get my earbud out right here. Yeah. Get that. We're strong. Listen, look at me. We're okay. Get Titan's bag. Get your overnight bag, okay? No. Am I able to get my medication out of my bag? Or okay. No
They would
problem.
take it away as soon as you got down there
Okay.
anyways.
No problem.
You're going to be going to this front one right here, okay?
Okay.
So what's going to happen is this case falls under family violence, okay? That's because you guys share a child together. So what that does is it's not up to anyone to press charges. It falls onto the state, okay? So the state, which we're representatives of, does an investigation. If someone's determined to be a primary aggressor, then charges have to, by law, be made, okay? In this case, we determined she is the primary aggressor. She's going to be arrested for criminal trespass. What that is she was told to leave by multiple people. She has
Y'all
no,
had to arrest her?
yes, ma'am.
No.
She had no legal right to be in this house at that time, and that's what that charge is. She's going to be charged with simple assault. What that is that's for her picking up the chair, and she stated to me that she wanted to throw the chair at you. That's placing someone at a reasonable interpretation they're going to receive bodily harm, as well as a baseball bat, okay? And then the other charge is going to be cruelty to children in the third degree. That's basically when a child is present during an altercation. Any questions about that? Okay. All right, we're going to get out of here then. Ma'am, I don't know if I stated it when I placed you in cuffs. You're going to have 3 charges, okay? I believe I only stated 2, so I'm going to tell you your third charge is cruelty to children in the third degree, okay? What that is, we have reports that child, the young one under 3, was present during that altercation, okay?
Is any of those misdemeanors?
They're all misdemeanors.
Even when I was trying to walk away, he kept coming at me with his finger, yelling, doing all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. okay, so if somebody's coming at you, Officer Liggett, correct? Would you turn your back on somebody that's coming towards you?
But you had people trying to pull you out of the house.
I did, but he kept coming at me as they were trying to pull me. That's what I'm saying.
If you could have just walked with them out of the house.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to come out the house, but he's still coming at me. That's what I'm saying. If he would have just went on, I was trying to leave. But if somebody's coming at you and they just keep coming at you, and I'm saying, okay, I'm leaving. And then by the time my daughter walked in, I told them several times, let me get my daughter. I'm the only one that can calm her down. I'm fine. Let me get her so we can walk out. And that's why I walked out. I initially walked out. But when she walked back in, I went in to try to get her out. I didn't just stay in their house to be rude. You can ask them. I've never been disrespectful to them.
I hear you. I understand what you're saying, and I understand how, I could see how this escalated.
Let me get my kid out.
But that's something that you're going to have to bring before the judge, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's not my decision to make. All right, we're going to get out of here, okay?
The woman was arrested and charged with simple assault under family violence, cruelty in the third degree, and criminal trespass.
Man, yo, the title today, folks, when did Black mothers become automatically correct about everything? Let's get straight on into it, man. I told y'all, but I need y'all to wear y'all big girl drawers, and I need my fellas, I need y'all to have y'all big pants on, man. Y'all know how we do over here. We do triggering content that's gonna wake you up. We shake the trees over here, guys. We different. Now, a lot of people that try to do what we do, they fall off at some point because they fold to the pressure and they get compromised by the culture. Not us, but we back, guys. I missed y'all. Y'all salute to the squad, man. TC, what's up? Anonymous One, what's up? My guy TJ, what up, man? Hold on, let me show some comments real quick before we get into the love, before we get into the real reason why we the most important channel on the internet. Let me give my people some love, man. We got my boy Cali West. Salute to the general of the righteous fair. Cali West, salute. TC always in the building. Damn, I lost the comment. TC always in the building. You know what I mean? A1, day one, what up? We got Toxic Ring Scandals. Y'all go check this man out. He got 3 channels, one of the hardest working brothers on YouTube. Salute to my guy, KDH, what up? T Jones, what's up, my guys? TJ, what up, man? Salute to you. This a good one. We got a good one installed, y'all. We got a good one installed today. We ain't done, y'all. We got another piece that it's all linked. It all gonna make sense. You know how we tie it all together, man. Tina, how you doing, my sister? How you feeling? How you doing? Much love and appreciation all of the time, especially for your kind words over in the Facebook DMs. You already know. Salute to you, my sister. Flip, salute, flip bags. What's up? Salute to you for the $4. I see it 2 times. Salute to you for the super chat. Who else we got? I know I saw my guy MRP in the building. We got CeeLo, the OG man, yo. Man, CeeLo, am I making you proud, man? Am I what you projected, my guy? Salute to my OG. That's my guy. Y'all don't even understand, yo. Madison in the building. Madison, stand up. We got decompressed. If TBK, if Toxic Ring is the hardest working man on YouTube, then this man right here, Decompress, is one of the hardest working people in Detroit. Period. Salute to my guy Detroit, yo. Salute. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. All right, guys, let's go on and get into it. I hope I ain't missed any. No, my guy Will. My guy Will's in the building. Salute, Will. Yes, sir. Salute. And thank you, my guy. Oh boy. Oh, yo, if you thought that was oh boy, Will, I'm gonna need another one, Will, because what's coming up is oh boy. You know, I got my sister. Because and she ain't gonna say nothing that your brother ain't already said, but I like when a sister, especially a sister, could keep it real to the sisters, you know what I mean, for us. So, oh boy, is right. Is goddamn right. But let's get on into it, y'all. If I missed you, just put something in the chat right quick. That way it'll pop up at the bottom. Where we got the fashioneer is back. The fashioneer is back. Let's go, y'all.
You have children or not is relevant because, again, I'm going to say it slow, I'm going to say it clear, it's an underlying fact. We are in a space in our community that if you are a male, a man, a guy, your focus needs to be when we look at relationships with females, whether they are platonic, whether they are work, whether they are intimate. You need to look at how well am I at picking a woman of good character, because the women that I allow access to me have the ability to put me at risk, my life at risk. The reason why is because where we are at nowadays, a woman could be flat out lying, and 90% to 95% of the time, people are going to believe whatever she says. Women that are mature and of good character, they understand this. They understand that as a woman in 2026, I could make some shit up about my man, my baby daddy, a man, a coworker, somebody at the grocery store, somebody that was in the parking lot along with me for 2 seconds. I could flat out make some shit up, and the majority of society is going to simply believe whatever it is that I said just because I am a woman. And history plays a role in why this is so, but also the bullshit that we have told ourselves and the stuff that we have bought into to try to cope and deal with the things that are going on within relationships and family is another part of why this is so. Regardless, it is a truth that needs to be accepted. You can lie on a nigga nowadays, and if you're a woman, people will believe you. Don't matter if it's true. The other thing is within our community, and I want y'all to watch how this affects everyone. Within our community, we believe that it's a whole bunch of men that just don't give a fuck about their kids, and they all deadbeats, and we believe every woman's story that has children is the truth.
Now, remember what we just watched, because there's millions of body cams just like that, and there's millions of situations that don't get recorded just like that. Remember what we just watched. So we not bugging out. We not just pulling strings from the sky, and we not just picking on people and none of that. Remember what we just watched, gang.
These women ain't lying. They not making this shit up. Wouldn't nobody do that to their kids? Ain't nobody keeping that man from his kids, when in fact, there are hundreds of thousands of women that they operate from a space of parental alienation. As women, we experience it. If you're honest with yourself, it's not hard to see. As a matter of fact, where we are nowadays, there are more women parental alienating than there are men just being flat out deadbeats. But if you go back to my original statement about where we are as a society, people are programmed to just believe what the woman says. The other thing is, right, when we look at where we are so focused on the process matching our beliefs, we're not paying attention to the product. So a good majority of us as women are raising trash products as children. And these trash products are now, if you're single with no kids, what you are up against as a majority as far as filtering through in regards to dating. So until you educate yourself about these type of things that I'm talking about, you will probably go through and date and fuck on and experience the personality and the character of a lot of motherfuckers that are a product of parents that were just worried about the process matching their beliefs and not the actual out. Meaning, all I care about is the process matching, where it looked like he respect his mama and it's going on with me because I'm the one that sacrificed and this and that. And I give no fucks about how this affects the product. And so you got broken men and women walking around that don't know both sides of them, all because mama felt like the process had to match the beliefs more than the product needed to be progressive or fruitful. Is there?
And you know exactly what she talking about, gang. You know exactly what she's talking about, because we hear it all the time on these body cams, right? When the mama, she get caught doing some dumb shit and she scream yelling, oh, because I do everything for my kid. I do everything for my kid. Meanwhile, the kid is retarded. The kid retarded, but dress nice. Take fly pictures. Because all they worry about is how it look instead of what it is, what it actually is. Like, they'll package up some shit if they could, yo. They could make some shit look real nice.
Everybody understand that?
Yep.
If a lot of us don't realize that when I said men's focus should be on women, their character, and the type of women that they allow access to them. Because before you even start fucking them, once you give the woman access to you in a personal way in your life, you are at risk with that woman. And so what you go through, what you experience, what may be said or not said about you, done to you or not done to you, it lies in her character once you let her in. Any man ever realized it was like, once I let this bitch in, it was no control over nothing else after that. Until I cut off access. Is there any male in here that realized that?
Yeah, yep.
Just one?
I know women.
Is it just one?
No, I've experienced things like that too.
Where you realize, like, okay, I've been dealing with this female, and once I let her into my life or into my world, right? It's no stopping a lot of the shit that I disagree with until I like cut the access.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Anybody? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna say this. It was a particular individual I was dealing with. Like everything was cool until I gave more access and like invite them in my home, and then they stole from me. But that was my fault because I allowed access. Had I not allowed access, they wouldn't have had the opportunity. And then that's also, I didn't vet the character long enough. So once again, that would still fall back on me.
So let me ask y'all this, right? What is a to the men first? What is a woman of good character? What does that look like?
I'm still learning.
Facts, guys. Put it in the chat. If I got any of my real fellas that ain't tough with the ego, that ain't playing let's pretend on the internet, put it in the chat. Well, what does that look like to you? You know what I mean? Put it in the chat, yeah? Y'all know how we do over here, guys. We really come for that work. I give out work. If you really want to do better, like you say you want to do better, then you know every bit of information I give you, it might trigger you, but it's meant to do you better. It's meant for you to do better. So put it in the chat, yeah? We going somewhere with this right here. What does that look like to you?
Even if we had it. Right. And so it's not that they just don't know. Because when you in it as a man,
I had the opportunity.
is it just one?
No, I've experienced things like that too.
Where you realize, like, okay, I've been dealing with this female, and once I let her into my life or into my world, right? It's no stopping a lot of the shit that I disagree with until I like cut the access.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Anybody? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna say this. It was a particular individual I was dealing with. Like everything was cool until I gave more access and like invite them in my home, and then they stole from me. But that was my fault because I'm gonna be honest. I'm still learning.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, me too.
I appreciate your honesty.
I look at how women I talk to treat their friends, their kids.
But what is it?
How they carry themselves.
What is it? And this goes all the way back to Ms. Donna's question, right? To any man in here, what is your description of a woman of good character? Because
I don't have a description.
Okay, thank you, Frank, for your honesty. Any other men? What's your description of a woman of good character?
I told you was the first one.
But because I truly want y'all to think about it. Somebody asked the females the same question. But to any other men in here, do you have a definition or an understanding from your perspective of what a woman is of good character? Stefan, Darnell, who else? Bernard. Anybody?
Yeah, I can talk about it a little bit.
Go ahead. That's Spencer?
This is Corey.
Oh, Corey. Go ahead, Corey.
So I remember you talking about on one of the lives, talking about how men are creators,
we're doers, we're builders, and how women are attractors. And so I would say just kind of like a small piece of what I would say a good woman is someone who's not manipulating in the way that they're attracting. They're not using that like in a negative way.
What does that look like though? What and if you don't know, you don't know, but I'm genuinely asking, what does that look like? A woman that's in your presence, and sometimes I get my way on things, sometimes I don't, because men and women are different. What does that look like? A woman that does not manipulate?
Okay, I might not be able to elaborate on that.
I got you. So to the women listening, do y'all understand what I'm pointing out?
Yes, that men don't know good character, even if we had it.
Right. And so it's not that they just don't know. Because when you in it as a man, you start realizing, okay, this is not good. Like this woman, you see what I'm saying? But up front, they are unable to say what a woman of good character looks like, right? So now, let me say this. In the Black community, what are you not allowed to say? We're talking about women. We're talking about good character, right?
That's your mama wrong.
Okay, perfect. So as a man, especially as a Black man, right? A large majority of them would not date their mama. Now, watch the inner unconscious conflict. I wouldn't date my mama, but if you ask me publicly why I wouldn't, meaning if I was able to take the character and the ways, the type of woman that your mother is, and put it in a woman that has the physical attraction and in the age category of who you're with, most men do not want that. But on that same conscious conversation level, if you were to ask them to speak on why, there would be a reluctancy or I don't really want to talk about this no more, or I don't know. And why is that?
Because society says that you can't talk bad about your mom.
Society says you can't talk bad about your mama. Now watch this, right? Why does why is that important, or how does that relate back to what I've been saying this whole meeting?
Because your mama was the one that raised you, and you only had access to your mother.
Your mother is, hold on, Chanel. Your mother is a what?
Your mother was the only one that you.
No, hold on. Your mother is a woman. Hold on. Your mother is a woman.
I believe whatever we say.
Thank you. Say it again, Adrian. Bring it full circle, please.
Mama believe. You gotta believe what mama say because mama said. Mama is mama.
No. Mama is a what?
She's a woman.
And what did I say about women?
Whatever.
Regardless of if it's true or not.
You have to believe the woman. That's what culture says. You have to believe it. Them women ain't lying. That woman ain't lying. Them kids ain't lying. Y'all mama ain't lying to y'all. But we do be lying. Lying. Making up shit. Bitter. Crying and lying. Laughing and lying. Manipulating and lying. Right? To the point where the lines are so blurred.
Yep, we be seeing it, love. We see it every day on this channel here, and that's why I highlight it to remind people that it's not just the men. It's not just the men. Yes, we know that men they're damage an individual. They damage individuals. But why it's important to highlight the women, because women damage generations to come, like with that bullshit with their feelings. So we got to get them feelings checked.
A lot of niggas can't even tell you what the fuck a woman of good character looks like. So now watch this. If I am one, right? Frank threw me a compliment. He mentioned me, right? If I am one, so what? The reason why I'm saying so what is because if a nigga cannot define for themselves what that is, if a woman of poor character looked and her mannerisms were a lot like mine, this nigga wouldn't know the difference until it was too late. So what advantage does that give me up front? If as a man, you don't have a definition for yourself as to what it looks like, how to pick it out, how to know whether I'm allowing access to myself, my seed, my life, my money, my thoughts, my goals, my dreams, my emotions, my vulnerability. You don't have a discernment, a definition, an underlying, set of words or language to articulate what a person has to have, a woman has to gain access to you. And so this is why so many men, especially in our community, allow any kind of bitch to be around them. They allow any kind of motherfucker to receive their seed and make a decision to have their child and reinforce the same po-ass beliefs that we've been going through. That we don't do no wrong when we do. We don't be manipulating when we do. Everybody hear the word narcissist, and because of the historical studies, when this first became a thing, you think narcissist means men. But in fact, a lot of us were raised and are still interacting with a narcissistic ass mother.
and that's fact. And we got a $5 super chat from Through the Fire podcast, and he says most of us black men won't acknowledge that most of our mothers are 304s, and that is a fact, y'all. That's a fact. Y'all know that, and we break that down over here because just because she is that don't mean she don't love us. Like, y'all guys gotta understand, people have their own means of survival. People are human. People are human beings. Your mother is a human being, guys. Y'all gotta understand that, and that it be that people. The only person you supposed to be like holding that the way y'all treat y'all moms, y'all supposed to treat somebody else. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna make it spiritual. I ain't gonna get all preachy, but you know what I mean? Honor your moms. Honoring your moms don't mean praising and pedestalizing. You know what I mean? Work with her. You know what I mean? Especially if you have the knowledge. When you get the knowledge, then you're able to even help your moms the way you're supposed to. But a lot of us don't seek the knowledge. A lot of us stay dormant. We stay stuck in stupid. Like, but that's 100% fact right there, bruh. You cannot deny that right there at all. And you gotta understand they lived in a different time. They live in a different world. So they was on some survival shit, bro. They was on some survival shit. I tell them all of the time. A lot of the ever that we sit here and we put under the microscope, a lot of them mixed with crack and Coors Light. You know what I mean? They mixed with crack and Coors Light.
Another thing is, if you don't know what a woman of good character looks like, right? And you got a daughter, what does that say?
You ain't gonna be able to properly teach her how she's supposed to show up in the world.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, dads. Dad's sitting in the house with these women, leading the relationship.
Does
Let's
everybody
go.
understand why this conversation is important?
Absolutely. I do. Yes.
Is there anybody that's confused about where we've landed at with this conversation? Ladies, a good majority of the men that you are fucking on, dating, married to, dealing with, they don't know what it looks like to show up in good character. And so a lot of the shit that you've been getting away with, the stuff that you've been able to say, the things that you have been doing, the ways about yourself, right, is to be looked at by you. Does everybody understand what I'm saying?
Do you understand, ladies? This is why you'll get with a brother like me and call me weird and say all types of stupid shit that had me look at you like you're a real dummy. Like, you know what I mean? But this is why you get with certain type of brothers and they make you feel uncomfortable. When those be the brothers that is trying to do right by you, those be the brothers that's trying to that got you. But you ain't used to that.
Yes.
Anybody got any questions on what I'm saying?
Love, can I just want to share, a lot of what we've been talking about is like babies and young and like growing, raising, but I can tell you what it looks like as an adult.
We've been talking about that too, though, Ms. Donna. Like, if you understand what I'm saying,
No, the effect of, so what I was leading to was saying how my parents were married for 30 years and then they were divorced. So I was 23. I was grown. My parents raised me till adulthood. So, but they got divorced. But my mother never healed. So how that played out in adulthood was she would not ever allow my dad to be in the same room as her. So once they were divorced, he never told us you can't talk to your father anymore. But he couldn't come to any Christmas. We couldn't have any joint Christmas, no joint Thanksgiving. He never went to any of the grandkids' christenings or graduations, or he was excluded. But all of that was based on her hurt. Mm-hmm. So you're talking to me and it's making me understand. It's like I had this halo around my mom I'm just being honest. I thought we could be vulnerable here.
Yeah,
but she literally, we didn't know. I was on his deathbed that I got his side. That yeah, your mother didn't. I couldn't show up because she couldn't stand to be there. I mean to be there. Mm-hmm. So it's like even into good and grown, the control of the mother and her emotions and how it affects the whole. I mean, now you're talking about not only my siblings, but the grandkids couldn't even have a relationship because of her feelings. Mm-hmm. That is so powerful. Mm-hmm.
And women,
and then we even as the daughters, because I have older sisters, we all played this. We went along with it because we didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah, that's why I said if you were to ask a man, would you date your mama? If we took the character and everything about your mama, the inner, and put in a woman that you're physically attracted to, would you date him? Most men would say absolutely fucking not. They would say absolutely fucking not. But in our community, we are programmed to believe that women are operating from this righteous space because that's all you have. Like all you had was your mama. And I've said this on a live, Ms. Donna, before, right? One of the biggest scams I realized in life is something that we do as women. It really is a scam, right? You parental alienate and you set your child's life up to where they only have you. Think about what Ms. Donna said, right? As the mama, I make it where because of my feelings towards the baby daddy, he can't come around. And if he can't come around me and I'm the custodial parent for y'all, he can't come around y'all. And then as I raise y'all, I continue to perpetuate this thought in you that I'm all you have. You see, that's how I'm the only one there. You see, it was your birthday. I was the only one that bought you stuff. You see how your mama been there. Your mama been there. Your mama been there. It's a fucking diabolical trick.
Absolutely. When it takes way more than just the sun to raise a tree. If you're a seed and we plant you, it takes way more than just the sun to raise you. It's elements. These kids is being raised unbalanced, bro. They need the balance.
It is a scam to make decisions and parental alienate and then program the child to believe that you are some sort of fucking martyr that saved them from the depths of hell or poverty or they deadbeat ass daddy when you actually created the dynamic for the father to not be able to show up. And then you have the people that say, oh, well, you should fight. Can't no woman stop you from seeing your kids. It is 2026. This is a Love Dorsey Live book club meeting. Baby, women can 100% keep you from your motherfucking kids. And any of y'all that's raising young boys, you should make it clear to them. Back to what I said in the beginning. As a man, it is your responsibility to be diligent and to have standards and to put focus on what women you allow access to you, because guess what? We can keep you from your kids. We can lie on you and get you locked the fuck up and you have never actually had to do anything at all. We can manipulate and create situations where we can take you for everything you fucking got, everything you've built and spent your whole life building over a lustful moment or over you making us upset or over us disagreeing. I know the power that we have as women and I'm honest about it. A lot of people are not. And it's for the same reasons that I'm saying. They've been tricked. And this is why, similar to like the video that I posted the other day on my platform, expressing like, what is the point of still dealing with your parents when everything that you're learning about being a better person, of good character, building wealth and assets, healthy relationships, all of their characters and teachings and ways are the opposite of that. What would be the point besides the fact that, like Black folks always say, that's your mama or that's your daddy? But oftentimes these are the very people who brought you in this world. They are the ones that are creating the hell that you living in. And it's not about blame. It's about realization. I ain't saying this so you can sit back and feel sorry for yourself or go point the finger at your parents. It's for you to wake the fuck up and stop believing any and everything that they saying and look at the world for what the fuck it really is. We as women and mothers, we lie. A nigga make us mad, we will go a lifetime keeping you from your motherfucking kids because you lied and cheated on us back when we was together. We will do that. We will go into these family courts and we will lie. We will manipulate the system. If you go get a new girlfriend, we'll get mad about that. We'll make it seem like something happened to our kid that did not happen. Yes, we will do that. And we do it often. And it affects the mental health of the children, us, and the men. Hell, the shit we doing to be hurting our own selves. And as a community of women, we often do not hold each other accountable. We don't. And when y'all speak as men, we don't believe y'all. And nor do your fellow man neither. This is why I can make some shit up about a nigga and 95% of people would just believe it. And so can other women. I'm not saying this because I'm Love Dorsey. I'm saying this because this is a fact about where we are as a community, as a culture. The sooner we start to realize that, the quicker you will get to the point of, I'm looking for what's right. I'm looking for truth. I'm looking for what makes sense for growth. I'm looking for what will help me as I'm raising my children, create a better product. I'm looking for what character traits and what ways about myself are necessary for me to build relationships with healthy people. I'm looking for people with boundaries, people that will tell me no, because I want to be able to tell them no. I'm looking for men that you have to earn access to them. And I'm looking for women that they make decisions, right, about their life and certain things that they're doing with themselves, with their body, with having kids, that make sense to what they want for their life, not for what they can use as a manipulation tool or a pawn in order to try to gain some sort of leverage. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Absolutely. We have to start truly asking ourselves, what does it mean to have poor character and what does it mean to have good character? And then after you define that, what do you have? What do you have? When you look back at your reputation, right? Not the reputation you got people thinking, right? But the shit you know you did, the stuff you know you said, the lies you know you told, the stuff you know you took, the shit you know you let people take from you, the shit you really believe, the stuff you really don't. And when you look at that and those that raised you, do you actually have what you define as good character or do you have poor character?
And that's a fact. And remember, guys, I tell y'all this all of the time, man. I tell y'all don't take information from the people y'all hate. Y'all take the information from the people y'all so-called love, the people y'all sit around and hang around. That's where y'all get y'all information to make these big choices and big decisions off of. Now that you dealing with the consequences, you can't blame anybody else. You can't look anywhere else but to yourself. You did that. And you know what I mean? You could fix that, but you don't get to blame anybody else for that. But my guy, man, salute to my guy T. Jones. The programming she speak of, the break, the spell study, the now bear with me now. Alchemy, etymology, and logistic programming. No thinks required. Knowing thyself and mastering thyself is thinks enough. Salute to you, my guy, yo. Salute to the good bread, y'all. I appreciate y'all, yo. No doubt.
Regardless of where you land at, how can you grow? How can you grow?
Just love you, love Dorsey. I'm over here looking down like I'm in church. I just love how you just. This is the bomb for healing the culture. The women, if we already realize that we can say these things, why we choosing to say these things? If we want to be a woman of good character, and men. She is really detailing out that your responsibility is to see who you have access to so that you can see a woman of good character. So the counteraction of both of these, both of us, men and women, gonna have to step up our standards. We're gonna have to step up our game on being who we call ourselves to be. Are we really gonna be who we say we are? This is just so good tonight. I just thank you, Lord Doris. I'm over here jumping up and down because this is like the formula. You just literally gave us the formula to break those generational curses and be people of good character and see our lives going in the way that God intended it to be, the purpose of a thing. So I thank you, girl. You just don't know. I'm jumping up and down right now. But God bless you. I'm just really in awe. Every week you tap into something that I never knew I had to think about in a different way. So I'm just thanking God for you. I thank God that you came in with this bulldozer. I thought we weren't going to happen because I read it. And it said 15. I said, who love going to be on here telling y'all, see, y'all motherfucking ass don't even read. Y'all on here and they said 15. But you didn't. You came in with something else. So you just don't know how you just solidify some things for us to take into consideration everything you just said. God bless you. And we love you, girl. I can't wait to see you next month. God bless you. Absolutely. And I pray that God put it back on bazillion times. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Adrian. Anybody that agrees with that. Is there anybody besides Adrian that realized like we're in a extra March meeting?
Yeah, a lot of us did. We were talking about this WhatsApp chat.
And that's part of the reason why I came in and just got straight to the point. I truly wanted to, offer you guys some motivation for this coming week, but also some real talk to carry with you. Like we really do need to start defining what is good character and work on that with ourselves.
Facts though, yo. She's spot on. And hold on, good looking, bro. I'm gonna get that right there. See, this is what we talking about good character. You know what I mean? And see, the average person would have got all offended and We gonna do this right. My bro wanna see me do this right. And I got you, bro. Ethology and linguistics. Let's do it. My guy. Salute, my guy. Thank you, yo. Thank you for the knowledge.
Men for themselves and women for themselves. It is so important for the people that we are becoming, for our community, for the children that we're raising, for the people that we are mixing with, for the stuff that we say that we're trying to build, and for our own sake. And I'm telling y'all, when you think about this conversation we had tonight and you look at yourself, right? And this is me included looking at myself. You have to offer yourself that brutal honesty, that honesty that I can feel myself getting defensive, but I got to choose to pull away from that. Anybody ever had that feeling like you had to pull yourself out of going into a space of justifying your bullshit?
Yeah, I definitely have. Yes, love. And I'm going to tell you, I've been through the same thing that you're talking about. My brother has a baby mom who's been acting weird towards him now that he has a new girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And I've been telling him, like, kind of some of the things that I've been learning here about, like, take the cord, can't no woman tell you nothing about your child and stuff like that. And he did it, and now he went and filed papers at the courthouse and everything. But now he's like, well, she won't even let me see my baby. Like, she's not calling me anymore. She can't call me. Like, now I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. He's like, if you see her, snatch her up. And I'm just like, I don't think we should be doing that. Like, snatch her, that's kidnapped. Like, I'm not the father. I don't know, like, what to do or how to help him. And I feel so messed up because in the beginning, I was all on her side. Everything she was saying, oh, he's a deadbeat. He don't help me, all this. And then now I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, dang, did I make a bad decision to...
You made a decision that went along with the programming that you were given. A lot of us are programmed like that. And this is why it's so important to have this type of conversation. There are so many women parental alienating and lying and making up shit. And it's just to make themselves feel better. This is why I talk so much about management of emotions. This is why even this week, I talked about the one-on-one specials that I'm having, because it's so many people that, they may not have the funds to book a regular priced one-on-one. And I feel like they deserve the opportunity to get some of this good game to be able to start operating better, right? Like, do better. And the reality of it is you won't until you have a real conversation with somebody that's going to speak to you from a space of truth. There are a lot of us that we don't have people in our lives to speak truth. For men, it is not that easy to just take a person to court and get your rights. That's not what is happening nowadays. It's not. Now, when some law, we advocate more for the right thing to do, we can get to that space, but that's not true. It's not true that, as a man, a woman can't keep you from your child. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true that the majority of men that don't see their kids are deadbeats, or that they don't think about their kids and all this rhetoric. It's not true. It's not. And in our community, we will often say stuff to the men, but we don't say anything to the women. And I know this because I'm somebody that says something to women and I get attacked for it. So I know we don't say stuff to women. I know we don't hold our fellow woman accountable. And again, like I told y'all earlier, I'm somebody that women call me all the time and confess about the fuck shit that we do. I'm a woman that I've been lied on by another woman about their child just because they was mad that their baby daddy moved on. I've experienced it. The point of this is, it ain't about just no baby daddies and no baby mamas. It is about the honesty that needs to take place within our community. We need to stop looking at shit with a blind eye. Just because a bitch said something don't mean it's true. But also, just because a bitch crying about something don't mean it's the main focus. Sometimes certain things are true, but there's bigger shit to get to than what a person is crying about that's tied to their feelings. And oftentimes when we look at men, a lot of the stuff that has to do with why your life is going the way it's going has to do with the type of women that you pick, the women that you entertain, the women that you watch. The women that you pick, the women you entertain, the women you watch. The women that you pick, the women you entertain, the women you watch. A lot of times...
It was definitely a good topic, sorry. But I had to have a hard conversation today with my brother that I dreaded. But it was time to be honest about like how he's showing up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? As a man and his family. And I had to break it down. Like, you acting like our mama. Like, you didn't get raised by a man. Like, I really had to have a real conversation that I knew he really wasn't ready for. But it was like, all right, it's time. I had a conversation with my nephew. And we don't talk that much. But we talked for about an hour. And he's supposed to be such a disrespectful kid. He thanked me for listening and talking the way I did. And at the end, asked me for a hug. Asked me to, stay in touch. And I'm like, well, I'm just popping out because it's really about this village thing. And like, we family. So like this stuff that's going on can't keep going on. So like, you know, me and my brother joke all the time. That's all we do. But I actually had to buckle down and get serious and like, you know, tell him that, bro, you got to look at how these kids experiencing you. And I was able to share a lot of the things that I've learned on my journey of becoming a better person and a better parent with my kids, and just telling them, like, a lot of the shit we got from mama, like, we, you know, it makes sense to you, but if you step on the outside of it, it don't make sense what we doing and how we carry it on. And
that's exactly why I posted a video. I posted, Pam.
Yeah.
What is the point of still operating in the character that your parents programmed you in when it's going against everything that you're trying to do? Some of y'all know that from even when I introduced the credit and the multiple streams of income and the financial literacy information. It's so much projected fear and fucked up habitual behaviors and relationships with money that you got from your family system and the very parents that raised you. And in order for you to do different, you got to go against your motherfucking mom. You got to go against your motherfucking daddy. The stuff they doing and did and are showing you about money and with money and trusting certain systems, you need to do the opposite of that. And if you're talking to their ass every day, if you're interacting with them every day, it's going to make it that much more harder. And so then you get people that, what you mean, not interact with them every day and not exactly what I'm saying. But until our community realizes that we have to let go of the old beliefs and set new boundaries and create space between the people that are operating in normalizing the dysfunction and the generational curses and the fucked up traumas that we went through. They made this normal and they operated, and we have to separate and create boundaries, put some distance between that shit and rebuild with some people in your life that are on the same frequency, the same growth process. Until we realize that, the shit just gonna keep repeating. It's gonna keep repeating. This week, I want y'all to really put some thought into what does it mean to have good character. Not one man in this meeting could tell me what it looks like for a woman to have good character. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Most of the time, like when I'm at talking events, speaking events and things like that, and I ask this question to a group of men or even younger men, right? That the ones that do have an answer, it has to do with sex, loyalty. Certain things that it seems like this is what defines a good woman. And then when you get fucked off with women, like really fucked off with women, like in a house with bills and kids and responsibilities that you can't just run off from, or even if you wanted to separate from them, it's a process of separating. This is when you realize this shit was way more than some Bonnie and Clyde, pussy good, how much head you can give me, how much do you listen to me? It was more than that. It's about the way this motherfucker think. The processes and the conclusions she come to when I ain't involved. The people that she bring or that are involved in our lives and who she gets her counsel from. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
And I know you know this, but it's scary. It is really scary. For one, because I'm busting it down for myself, but to talk to a man that's older than me, I'm the youngest. He almost 50. And to like be scolding him, if you will, on like, nigga, this ain't how you behave. Like, this ain't how, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's his mind. Like, in his mind, he right. And the boy wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like, he ain't wrong. Like, you wrong. But it's that lack of accountability, that lack of self-awareness.
Because the way that the beliefs that we were programmed, Pam, from going up, is that kids is wrong and adults is right. And even if the adults wrong, if they feed you and they clothe you, that's what makes them right.
Listen, I was able, and I thank you. You know, you already know we all feel the same way Adrian do, so I can't say it that way. But I credit you for opening my eyes to that, because I was able to give him examples. Like, nigga, most times I bought these kids shit just out of guilt, you know what I'm saying? Knowing I haven't been showing up as who I say I am or how I show up to other people. So I bought it, and then as soon as they don't do something my way or to my liking, then I'm gonna throw it in their face. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I could have set a standard where you got to earn if that's what I'm trying to teach. But that ain't what I'm trying to teach. I'm operating out of this crazy ass mindset that I never even examined. You know what I'm saying? I just was living, you know, doing what I saw, and that don't make sense. It's not right.
It's so many of us, Pam, that's guilty of that. Like, so many. This is part of why I formed my sisterhood circle. And by the way, if you're in the sisterhood circle, we meet this Wednesday in the afternoon. But it's part of why, because we got to have a space to talk about this shit, because you can't talk about it with family.
Nah, I bet that's a sisterhood. I bet that sisterhood circle is a sisterhood. That is one. I bet you that's one hell of a circle, because they talking about getting better. They ain't talking about what the man doing, because it's easy to distract yourself with anything, with what somebody else is doing. But you got to know you. The goal is to learn you. And it don't take knowing somebody else's business to learn you. That's the goal.
There's these systems and beliefs and programmings within family where you'll fuck around and it will turn shit upside down simply for you to speak truth within your own bloodline about these things that are facts.
Told you, and I said it on a meeting before, and I told him, like, and you know, my mom would literally have a heart attack if I like kept it real and like bust down and like told her about like what the experience really is with her for other people, because she's pretty good to me, you know what I'm saying? But like with other people, like how you carry on, like your how your mind go to the negative always, but you throw God in there a little bit, so it's like she couldn't handle it. But everybody around me, my kids and shit, they know. Their eyes is open now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing things to change that because we not going down that direction.
And it's uncomfortable, Pam. You a hell of a woman to be able to make these changes with your children, especially since they're older and grown, meaning you don't have to. Essentially, you know how the black community is. You grown, I don't have. Once you turn 18, I don't got to do nothing else for you. So the fact that you're still working to break these curses and change and correct certain things that you've done, I have much respect for you, because there are a lot of people within our culture that, you know, you grown now, so fuck it. Whatever I was fucked up on, oh well, you just have to figure it out from here. Does everybody understand what I'm saying and what I'm telling you guys to go back and evaluate in regards to character? Next,
to be real, I just wanted to add too. I had to point out to him that like your first bit, that was like 10 years.
And that's the end of our class today, y'all. I want to say I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. And I know my content is not for everybody, guys, but understand I'm not here to please everybody. If you found my channel, you found my channel for a reason. You know what I mean? We all need to work on things. And I'm not here screaming for perfection. You know what I mean? Nobody is perfect. I'm just here for honesty. I'm just here for truth. And the truth is going to challenge you. And when you're challenged is when you do better. No cap. When you feel away is when you do better. It ain't until you feel away that you want to do better, bro. And when you get tired of you, that's when you going to really change. It ain't about you getting tired of me and he always this, he always that. I'm always be that. But when you get tired of you, and when you get tired of losing, that's when you're going to change. That's when you're going to fix the situation. Understand that, guys. Now, I really, really, really appreciate you. Y'all don't even understand because I don't even go live as much as I used to. So I'm glad you guys showed up today. And those of you that supported the channel, thank you. I'll definitely be putting y'all donations towards getting rid of that goddamn bird on the top of the screen. But because I haven't gone live in a while, I didn't see why I need to pay StreamYard $45 fucking dollars to use their platform. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely be putting the donations that we got today to get rid of that. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want to do anything tacky over here, but that's the definition. That's the reason behind that. But in any event, guys, y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly, and do not play with your life, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all later.